Hey everybody, this is Joel and
NJ
from MaravillaNayarit.com. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal. Bienvenidos to the Puerto Vallarta Airport, NJ. I don't know, I just made some new voice up there. What'd you think of that one?
I like that.
That's my airport dad traveling voice.
Yeah.
Airport dad is activated. Anyways, where are we, NJ? We're in the Puerto Vallarta Airport, and we are going to do a thorough and honest review of flying one of Mexico's discount airlines, Viva Aerobus. Anyways, they've been around for several years now, and we managed to get like a super cheap flight. I think, and I have to go back and check, but our tickets were around $80 US a piece, and then plus I paid another 15 bucks for seat selection. So under $100, and we're gonna fly to Mexico City today, and they have several destinations all throughout Mexico, and from Mexico City to Puerto Vallarta is one of them. And this is what I do love about being in Mexico and being in Puerto Vallarta, is because you can hop on one of these discount airlines, and within less than an hour and a half, you're in a big city like Mexico City, and we're gonna do a super fun adventure. Are you pretty stoked about that?
Super excited.
So I don't know if we're gonna make this video into more than one video. It's a review about Viva Aerobus. Maybe we'll just make a little short video. But anyways, we're in the Puerto Vallarta Airport. I'm gonna go check out the duty free, and Chantel's feeling a little hangry right now, so she's gonna get a Subway, is she?
I think so.
And look at all these people at Starbucks. Like at, you know.
The Starbucks is the most popular airport, like,
It
restaurant,
is. Like,
food place.
Like, is that hands down? Is that an actual stat?
And anywhere, all places I've been in the world, there's always a line, no matter where you are.
And I don't get it. I just don't get why you guys would stand in that line for a Starbucks. But, you know, I guess if that's the only coffee, then that's the only coffee. Although, what I would suggest, a little pro tip, is if you're here, these guys over the takeaway, they actually have a good espresso machine, and they'll make you a good coffee or a latte or a cappuccino there, and you can avoid this big line. You come up from the check-in, and we checked in online, so we got in here pretty quick. And here's another pro tip: when you come in the Puerto Vallarta Airport, and we should have got the video of this, you should just come directly up the set of stairs, and you can avoid going all the way to the escalator and coming all the way back. But the first place you hit after you pass through security, which we got through security pretty quick, eh?
Yeah, they kind of upgraded it, eh?
And they did. There's some like automation there. You hit the duty free. Oh, and you can buy some Don Julio. This is Don James. Who's Don James? So I don't know. Like, I mean, the typical thing people buy are, I guess, smokes and booze, right?
Are you gonna carry a bottle of booze around this whole trip?
Well, maybe I'll just buy like a mini bottle just to do a little experience, you know? Well, what did we just find out? You cannot buy in the duty-free store if you're just traveling in Mexico. I guess that makes sense, but I didn't even really think about that. So I got shut down.
Oh, you can't beat the system, eh?
I was gonna buy like a little gin and a little whiskey, and they said no. They said no whiskey for you. He's like, sorry, senor.
Chantal's still on the line, by the way.
She's still on the line? That's hilarious. So the second biggest line in airports has got to be the Subway. She could have got her sandwich already here. Do you want it to tell her? Or she's already committed?
I think she's committed.
She's committed.
What, did I wait like 30, 40 minutes for that?
I don't know, so you got like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to go for your flight. Like, what could you do to kill some time? Well, right over here you have the drinks. And you could like belly up to the bar right behind me and go in for some drinks. And there's the other little place right there. If you want to bypass the Starbucks line, they have a beautiful espresso machine. They actually make really, really good coffee. And you could have already had your coffee by now. And if you got a little bit of a longer stay, follow me this way, Andrew. I'm going to show you something. So they have a VIP lounge, and there's 2 VIP lounges here in the airport. And this is the older one, and so here's a little pro tip. If you're looking for the nicer lounge, you keep following straight down this hallway all the way to the end, and there's the new VIP lounge. And you pay, I think, 40 bucks or something like that to come in, but they actually have half decent sandwiches and bags of chips and unlimited bar. You know, so if you got a couple hours to kill, you know, spending 40 bucks to get into the lounge, maybe not such a bad plan. It's just quiet in there, you get internet, and you can just kind of kill some time away from the ruckus. But we ended up just showing up at the airport super quick because we already had our boarding passes and we have no luggage to check in. We're only going for 3 nights. And we're staying in Roma Norte. Are you stoked?
I'm totally stoked.
Because, well, how many years has it been since you've been to Mexico City?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a long time.
He's wearing a CCM, so he's wearing a C.
Well, I'm wearing my shades. It's too much work to take my glasses off. Well, look, I have bumped my head. Anyways, what am I drinking here, NJ?
A little cocktail.
Do you remember what it was?
2 shots of Casamigos and mineral water.
The mineral water. Yeah, you know, for me, it's like, especially gonna fly, you need some hydration. And so you just don't want to do all the sugar. And so I like to sometimes just go for the straight up tequila with a little splash of mineral water and a little dash of limon.
Whenever I think I'm like super late and like no one's waiting around for me, your dad's always just sitting over somewhere doing something.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so little pro tip. Do not have the double tequila in the bar. I should have looked at the menu first. That was like probably the most expensive drink I've ever drank. Like I'm kind of a cheapskate, so I will never buy like an expensive cocktail unless it's like a really good cocktail.
Okay, how much
that
did
was
you pay for that?
560 pesos. Okay, so, and then I asked for my bill, and then she's like, "Do you need change?" I'm like, "Absolutely." And then I think she got annoyed, so she's like hammering those, those change things that all the quarters and stuff come in.
Yeah.
So she like gave me a bunch of like coins and a 50 peso bill.
I'm not consenting to all of this close-up.
Like first impressions of Viva Aerobus, NJ?
Late.
I got some good leg room.
We got a little bit of leg room. We got these faux leather seats. I mean,
But I fit perfectly.
it's not bad. First impression of it, but they are late. They're notoriously late.
But look, I fit perfectly.
Little update, looks like we're stuck here for 1 more hour. Oh my god. Because they're late departing, so they lose their sequence, they lose their arrival time, so now we literally sit here for another hour.
Compartments and check around your seat to ensure that you carry all your personal belongings. See you soon aboard Viva Aerobus, all you need to fly.
Anyways, back from Mexico City, the flight was, I mean, it really wasn't that bad, but I've seen a lot of times when I'm at the airport and you see the Viva Aerobus, you always see cancelado. Like all the flights are like either canceled or they're late. And this one we actually got on, kept getting messages that we were gonna leave earlier. Like they changed the flight to leave like 15 or 20 minutes earlier. I'm like, this is awesome. We're actually gonna leave 15 or 20 minutes earlier, get to Mexico City a little earlier. And then we got there and they never even changed it, but we got on the flight about 20 minutes late. And then once we got on there, we sat around for about 10 minutes. And then the captain comes on the phone and says, by the way, we lost our gate in Mexico City, so they're having us sit on the runway here for an hour. So we had to sit on the runway for an hour. Then the captain comes out of the cockpit and he sits on this little jump seat, like little jump seat for the flight attendants. And he just starts like eating stuff. And so no one came out and gave us any water, they didn't give us any snacks, they didn't give us anything. Anyways, I don't know what I say, but I mean the seats, it's a standard low budget airline, not very comfortable. Like literally my knees, like you're taller than I, but my knees were against, and I'm like right back in my seat, as far back as I could go, and my knees were touching the back. So, I mean, for a quick flight, hour and a half, provided they're on time, whatever. You can hang out with that. But if I was like doing like a flight from Mexico City to, I don't know if they go somewhere in the States, but anywhere like longer than 3 hours, no chance I'm on Viva Aerobus. The service though, it wasn't so bad. They brought the card out and everything was paid. So I bought 2 tequilas. I'll send you a little link, and bubbly water, and that was my way to give myself some sanity for the rest of that flight. It's good enough if you can get a cheap flight, if you understand that you may get bumped, you may be late, you may have your flight canceled. But I've seen those flights as low as like $59. But do watch because they advertise without the taxes. So you sometimes see the cost and you're like, oh, it's like 200 pesos for a trip to Mexico City, and then they add the taxes on top, and then all of a sudden it's like 900, then plus your seats, then plus your bags, and all that stuff can actually add up. Okay, well, we're almost at the end of the video, and what do we got to do? We got to give away the prize I kind of was talking about that and come back to it, but for the free mug and the t-shirt.
Yes.
Yes?
Well, we said in one of the last videos, if you can guess our bill eating at the Senaduria, we'll give you a free BC Boosters t-shirt and a mug.
This is correct. And I think the person who was closest, Grumpy Chicken Farmer, he has won himself a BC Boosterius mug and a BC Boosterius t-shirt. You can come down and pick that up anytime. Come see NJ. And I think I'm gonna give to Crazy Mama, because she went over, but she was pretty close. Oh, what was the final bill?
530 pesos.
530 pesos. So Grumpy Chicken Farmer said 480. So he was the closest who was under, but the closest who was over was Crazy Mommy, and she came in at 550 pesos. So you know what? We're gonna give her a mug and a t-shirt too. Why not? Feeling kind of generous today. Big prize.
Whoa.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. Congratulations to our winners. We hope you like this video. If you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. Don't hit it twice, because actually if you hit it twice, it actually gives a thumbs up and then takes the thumb down. Just hit it once, but just like really, really hard. Subscribe to our channel, toggle that notification bell, and become a member, because it helps NJ with his college fund. On that note, nos vemos. Hasta luego and... Adiós desde Bucerias, México.